I always had an interest in cars as a young boy, and I would buy the motorsport magazines, every month, read about Jackie Stewart, and was my hero at the time. Jackie Stewart and Jim Clark. As I would go to Ingliston at the time where they had motor racing, hill climbs, anything that I could go to with motorsport. And that really drove me to want to have a nice car and to want to have a sports car and also want to go to more of these races. And I used to read about the Monaco Grand Prix and was, dead keen to get there, and eventually did get there and now live there, because that's car heaven for someone that's interested in supercars and sports cars. It's a great place to see the best cars in the world out there. I started collecting cars when I did make some money that I couldn't afford. When I was an apprentice, cars that I used to look at and think I'd love that car. I now have them. But they've become more of an investment for me now. I always make sure that they're refurbished to very top spec, as new. There's something about seeing an old car that's wrecked and sad and then seeing it in all its glory again. So I get great satisfaction out of the process of doing them up. Now, I started doing some of the work myself, but I kind of direct what's to happen to the car. Now I've got more of a focus on buying cars that I like, but buying cars that I think are going to increase in value. So I see it's an asset class now. And, Bonham's auctions, I'll look at what's available and I'll call in, because there's always the chance that there's little interest in a car that's a really good car and you can get it for a good price. So I do that as a kind of hobby now as well. I think there's fun in that now for me, more as an investment, but it's still keeping me connected, with my interest in cars.